And I suppose obviously like with a lot of the under 20 and minor success that Cork have had in the past few years, and like is there kind of an expectation maybe in the coming years that actually Cork could potentially win an All Ireland, or even, I don't know, win two back to back?
Oh, there definitely is, yeah. The under 20 team last year were just one of the most exciting teams in the country, in my opinion. Last year, watching us play without fear really against Kerry, it was just it was brilliant to watch. I have to say, beating that Kerry team, and not just beating them, we beat them by 11 points, which was amazing. We then going to the semi final against Tyrone. We were bad for most of the game really, but we dug it out and we got the win in the end. And then the final against Dublin, I believe we were 7 points down in the first 10 minutes, and the players just showed great resolve to come back into that game and win it so comprehensively in the end. Um, the minor I thought was outstanding, given that Kerry won it the last 5 years prior to that. We got hammered by Kerry and Parky Green. I think it was well over 10 points. But we came back into it. We gained confidence. We changed a few things. We had a few tweaks in the team. And they went on and improved game on game against Monaghan. We hammered out of the quarterfinals. We hammered Mayo in the semi-finals, which I didn't see coming at all. And then against Galway, geez, the players show great resolve, great skill as well. Conor Corbett's goal in the last few minutes, you will never see that in a minor final.
Mm.
It's that dramatic. Yeah, we've definitely good players coming through, and hopefully we can challenge in the next 2 to 3 years.
Mm. And do you think even like, because even when I look at like that, the young teams with Cork that are coming through and the minors and even at the under 20s, like it does kind of remind me some like a little bit to Dublin a little bit in that kind of early 2010s kind of era where, they won a minor title in 2012, won a couple of under 20 titles. So do you think even that maybe Cork could even replicate Dublin in some sense and actually, become the top dog in Gaelic football?
I think there's definitely potential, without a doubt. The one thing Dublin has that Cork didn't have, Dublin had a huge concentration in football. They put hurling to one side. With Cork, I think hurling's definitely the most preferred sport in the county. Definitely the most supported. That might be a problem. You see the likes of Damien Cahalane and Aidan Walsh. They were very good youngsters coming through in the early 2010s even, and they went off playing hurling. I fear that that could happen with our young players.
Mm.
But what I've seen in recent years, the under 20 teams for both hurling and football, they seemed kind of different. There were different players, different managers, which was very good. And both teams were very competitive. Um, I'm just hoping the footballers can stick at it, just be patient, and the glory days will come eventually. Um, and I hope they won't switch to hurling and let the hurling under 20s do their thing.
Yeah, I suppose obviously kind of having hurling there definitely a big competition, and I suppose yeah with Dublin, like Dublin hurlers like are very good. Like don't get me wrong, and there is a lot of emphasis placed on hurling, but definitely like football's always going to be number one, especially when you look at like players like Conor O'Callaghan, probably one of the best hurlers in the country, but obviously plays football. And then Dermot Connolly and Cormac Costello are fairly decent hurlers as well.